Hi everyone, and welcome back to our second live that we've ever done. Exciting times. We're going to do lots of updates on our channel. We're also going to tell you about some of the events and some of the news that's happening around Weymouth. So thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate you being here and giving up some of your evening. So as we go along, if you want to ask questions on stuff that we're talking about, then please ask questions at the time. But if you've got any general questions about things not related to what we're talking about, we're going to answer them at the end in a special Q&A session. So anyway, it's been a fantastic week here in Weymouth for weather, which is not at all like it was on our week off. We were so unlucky. You've probably seen on Facebook. We had rain most of the days, and a lot of the plans that we were going to do, unfortunately, we had to kind of change last minute. But we still had a really good week, and it was great fun. And now, obviously, we are out of peak season, and most people's holidays are done and dusted, although I'm sure there's some people that have still got holidays to come. So let us know in the comments if you're coming to Weymouth soon. But heading into autumn, although we're off peak, there is a lot of events going on around Weymouth, which we will talk about soon. So anyway, we're going to start off with talking about our channel updates, all the things that have happened for us over the since the last live over the last month. So, Andy.
Hello. I'm allowed to say something. Probably should say hello to people in the chat room as well first.
Yeah, definitely. Go for it.
Yeah, so a big hello to Rebecca Seaton, Richard Ward and Paul Taylor. Names that we do see quite a lot on the channel. So do thank you again for your support. Much appreciated. And to answer a quick question, Paul Taylor, how am I getting on with the new drone? Literally only set it up and taken it up and down just to make sure it works. I haven't taken it out yet, but yeah.
Very soon, hopefully.
Yes, I'll be a little bit more careful with that one, but more about the drone later on. Going on to channel updates. So we have finally monetized on the last YouTube live. We said we had 1,000 subscribers and we didn't have the watch time, but now we've got the 4,000 hours that we needed. And so we have clicked the monetize button and we have started earning tiny bit of money.
Yeah, we won't be giving up our normal day jobs just yet. I mean, we're talking at the moment, I mean, it is quiet anyway, but we're talking an average of 60p to £1 a day.
Yeah, and like the trotters, Rodney and Dale, we certainly won't be millionaires this time next year. But, there you go.
Miracles can happen.
But we are monetized, and that's the main thing, and that's thanks to you guys watching the videos.
Yeah, and on an update on Facebook, as most of you have seen, we've actually gone over our 3,000 followers now. So brilliant. So to all of you that have recently started following us, and obviously to all of you that have been following us for a long time, we are so appreciative because, that really helps us. Facebook, YouTube, the growth on those, it helps us to make more videos and maybe earn a little bit to go towards parking fees and all those other things that we have to pay out for to enable us to make videos and content.
Yeah. To talking of videos, No Thought was our most recent one, and that was really good fun to video. It's probably one of our longest ones as well. I think it was 24 minutes, something like that. Yeah. That was really good. That and the Waverley we filmed as well, the Waverley paddle steamer that came into the harbour. That was great fun to film. And that's where the drone story kind of comes in.
The Waverley will haunt you forever.
It will. Now, I won't drone on about it, but I was a little bit, not too far out. I was quite far, but the wind kind of got it and I had a low battery and I couldn't get back in time, but the wind was pushing it away as it was trying to get back to me. And with 1% battery left, as it finally crashed into the wall in front of me and the battery died. So that was the end of that. But I do have a new one. We'll get that up in the air soon.
Yeah, so it's not the end from our up in the air footage. And we've got a few things actually we wanted to send the drone up to have a little nosy at soon. A few places that are being done up around town. So yeah, I think that will get some good use, won't it?
Yeah.
And
we did name the new drone as well.
Yeah, we did name the new drone. and it is. And now we're going to have to remember what the name is.
Somebody in the chat is definitely going to remind us what we've called it.
Air Dorse 1.
Air Dorse 1. I was still thinking Dorset 1, Dorset I 1. No, it was something like Air Dorse 1.
So good one to remember. So another thing for an update for our channel that will be coming very soon. We've been working on it very hard for the last month, and we are going to be going over to Patreon. That is hoping to go out in October, and will start as just a free subscription, and then hoping around January time that we'll actually put a couple of paid tiers. It's not going to be much at all. The paid tiers will be and obviously optional, of course, will be between £2 and £5. It's not going to be anything major. And for anyone who doesn't really know what Patreon is, it's like a fan club, but it's online. It's a subscription service where you can subscribe to us, and we produce extra videos exclusive to Patreon, extra posts, insider information, mentions in videos, all things like that. And if you've used Patreon or you follow anybody on Patreon, you'll know that it's a really nice way of just getting that little bit closer to your followers. So that should be really fun. So we're quite excited about that. So that will be launching next month. So watch this space.
And you've made some lovely notes here to tell people what the extra tiers the paid tiers will involve.
Yeah, I missed as well out. I've got most of them on there, but one of the other things was that we will do meetup or meetups arranged. Obviously, if we start off with a few Patreons, and these will be meetups for the paid Patreons, and we'll arrange them at a time of convenience, hopefully, to get everyone together. So yeah, that would be fun. That'd be fun to actually meet people.
Might be like a meet up and have a coffee somewhere,
or pub,
or meet up at an ice cream place, or depending on the time of year and how many people respond and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll be fun anyway. It'll be really nice. So that's it. So that's it for Patreon. Sorry, you have to excuse me. I have to turn the page over now.
Coastal Vibes. That was interesting, wasn't it? When was that? That was on Monday, the 15th of September.
Launch party.
That was their launch party. Now, they have said and had cruises before that where they've gone out the harbour with people. We were on the first one, weren't we? That was really good. But they invited us to their launch party. So there was all kind of people there, local businesses and things. I'd just like to shout out Richard and Sophie, Richard being the owner, and Sophie is she marketing?
No, she's events organizer.
Yeah. And the rest of the Coastal Vibes team, if you're watching, fantastic product you've got going on there. Really love that. And that's hopefully going to do really well next year. Dawn from We Are Weymouth, if you follow that Weymouth group on Facebook. So yeah, Dawn from We Are Weymouth UK, we met her. Andy from Loving Weymouth and Portland, if you do go to some events like the Elf and the dinosaur down the beach, and he's always there with his cameras recording for Weymouth and Portland, Loving Weymouth and Portland, sorry.
Yeah.
And everyone else we met on board, we had the Waterside crew, they were there, some people I know. And also a special mention to Rachel and Sean from Sticks and Bones in town. So we met them, and it just so happens they have a new escape room that's launching Friday the 3rd of October.
Yes, it's launching for the Pirates Fest that we'll get onto later. Yeah, we went down to Sticks and Bones on our week off because it was rainy.
Well, they invited us to come down, didn't they?
Yeah,
and then we went down for a coffee.
Yeah.
We've met up with them, and they invited us
to be one of their testers for their escape room. So next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m, we will be going in, and believe it or not, considering we're a bit bonkers, we've never actually done an escape room. So this will be our first ever escape room. And knowing them and their amazing prop building skills,
really
if you've ever been in Sticks and Bones, we reckon it's going to be pretty impressive. And we do know, if you've probably seen on Facebook, it is actually pirate themed. So perfect.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be to that. Now, they've reached out to us as well. Weymouth Pantomime, the dame from the pantomime, sent us a message and asked if we'd like to come down and
for their press event. Basically, their pantomime launch for this year. Jamie Ryder is the dame every year. You've probably seen him. incredibly funny. And if you've been along to one of their pantomimes, you will never forget him.
Especially the adult one.
Yeah. We went to the adult version last year. Wow,
Yeah.
that was
too much.
That was, but really good fun.
But very good.
So yeah, so we'll be along there, and that should be really interesting because we've been wanting to reach out to Weymouth Pavilion anyway, because we got this idea that it would be really cool to make a behind the scenes video and go sort of down below the stage and get some filming of the dressing rooms and all it takes to put together a show. So that hopefully we'll get to do that soon. That would be really cool.
Yeah, we're waiting on that sometime in October. So when we know more, we'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout outs and Q&A. If you have any relevant questions to what we're talking about, bung them straight in the chat room and we'll try and get to them as quickly as we can. If it's not relevant to what we're talking about, please save your questions and your shout outs right till the end when we're going to do a questions and answers. If you are watching this on a catch up and you're not watching it live, you can always bung your questions down in the comment section under the video, and we'll try and answer them on
the next live. Yeah, and a big hello to Rachel Damon. She's just joined us in the chat room.
Hello, Rachel.
She does a lot of promoting for us. She's always sharing our posts on Facebook, and we are super, super appreciative of that. So hi, Rachel.
Yes, hope you're well.
So anyway, moving on to our next section, we're actually going to talk to you about various news and upcoming events that are happening around Weymouth over the next month, pretty much between now and the next live. And yes, there will be another live. So first up is more relevant to me because I like shopping, being a female, obviously. I'll talk about the new stores and entertainment venues that are heading this way or almost done, being built, etc. The first one, obviously the biggest news of the year, Primark is coming to Weymouth. We are planning on being there on the opening day, which is 10 a.m. on the Tuesday, the 7th of October. So we're going to head down because we reckon there's going to be a bit of a queue, maybe a bit of camping out.
That won't be us.
We'll see. We'll let you know. We'll show you if there are anyone camping out because that would just be superb, right? We'll try and talk to people in the queue and hopefully give a first look at some of the sections of stuff they have in the new Primark, if they let us film, obviously, but we'll try our very best, and that will be good fun. That will be good fun.
Yeah. Hello to Suzanne Mayon. How do you say that?
Mallion.
Mallion.
Oh, well.
Suzanne, hi. In the chat room. Yeah. Very quickly, Paul Taylor. Yes, I think the wheel is coming down tomorrow. We've heard.
Yeah, on the grapevine.
On the grapevine, we've heard it's coming down tomorrow. Get your drone up.
Yeah. You could try and maybe when it's coming down, you could then reverse it and make it look like it's building back up again.
It's the sort of thing you'd do.
Or is it, what is it? One of the Facebook groups have been launching loads of AI videos recently. I don't know if any of you have seen them.
Yeah. Welcome to Weymouth or something like that, their group's called?
Yeah, Wonderful Weymouth magazine. And they've been doing AIs with random seagulls and then things like the Helter Skelter launching up into space. It's like, yeah.
And the lifeboat going and the sand really sculpture cool. And stuff. Yeah. M&S?
So, yes. So, as most of you know, Marks and Spencer's is actually going to be moving out of town. They're building a massive new M&S store outside of town in the Gateway Retail Park, which is near Sainsbury's, Aldi, Premier Inn, around that bit there, next to Dunelm. And that looks really good. I mean, it looks massive, a lot bigger than the ones there at the moment. So we haven't actually sent the drone over there yet, but we're going to have a nosy and see how they're getting on. But we've heard that that's supposed to be opening in 2027. So they're a little bit of a wait still. And I know some people are quite gutted that Marks and Spencer's is moving out of the town, but hopefully people will still jump on the bus and go and visit the much, much bigger version. And moving on to entertainment, away from retail now, Globals. I'm sure a lot of you heard there is a brand new indoor glow-in-the-dark mini golf coming to Weymouth in St Thomas Street, I believe it is, next to Nautico Lounge. That's actually opening apparently at the end of November, early December. So that's going to be really cool. And that's on 2 floors, I believe. And we should be there. We're hoping to be there for maybe the opening day or very close to. That's going to be a lot of fun, I reckon. And we definitely need that in Weymouth. We need more indoor rainy day stuff.
Yeah. Paul Taylor in the chat is saying the old Beefeater has been taken down. Yeah, we were going to take the drone up today actually and try and get a picture of that, but
run out
of time because as nice and clean and that as it looks on the screen for you, honestly, in front of us,
the organisation of trying to get it going.
It's gone into today. We tried one way of doing this and it didn't quite work, so we've gone back to just the normal YouTube version.
Yeah, we try to overcomplicate it as you do.
Yeah,
try and put some fancy graphics going along the bottom.
We're going to try that again probably next month.
Yeah, we just got a bit too
hoping
much.
for some photos of things and to show you some photos, but that didn't quite work, so never mind.
Photos will stay in Facebook for now.
And Brewers Fair as well. That's coming along.
Well,
and they've got their marketing suite now.
Yeah, I think that opened, was it last week? I think there was something on Facebook. They've opened a marketing suite because obviously, as probably all of you know, they've been developing Brewers Key for the last, I'm going to say probably 2 years now, I reckon. Time flies. And they've built a lot of new builds at the back of Brewers Key, and now they're moved on to the main building, which I think they're doing some sort of multi-floor houses, apartments, and then on the bottom floor, they're going to bring back in the Weymouth Museum. And apparently they've been finding bits and pieces all around the site, including a boat, I believe I've seen. And while they're doing the refurb, they found stuff. They found some little treasures, and they're going to be adding it into the museum once it's in there. And I believe there's going to be space for some kind of retail as well, but we're not quite sure what that is. So at some point over the next couple of weeks, we're going to head down to the marketing suite and see if we can find out more information about maybe what's planned for the retail area. So really exciting. And thank goodness, finally, the building is going to be usable again, not just a ruin.
So we can blag our way in.
Yeah, we would like to buy an apartment.
Maybe.
Would you like to show us around?
Yeah, that's hopefully coming up soon then, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Talking of coming up soon, 2 weeks today, we got the motocross. The beach will be once again transformed for all those motorbikes to rip it up. That's on, well, actually just under 2 weeks. They're going to start building it on the Saturday the 11th. So the 12th will be the motocross. So prepare for chaos and noise on the beach. And hopefully that's a good one for the drone, but we will be filming it if it's not absolutely throwing it down the rain. But
we've been quite unlucky recently. And Richard Ward, as we've seen on Facebook, you are heading down to that event, so do look out for us. We'll be the ones balancing loads of different cameras and things, and probably wearing something with our Living in Weymouth on it, whether it be a hoodie or a hat. But yeah, please do come and say hello. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah, come up and say
hello. Anyone else who's at that event, please do come up and say hello. We love to meet people.
If you have a couple of branded pens on us, and the first one or two people to come and say hello, we'll give you one of our pens.
Special pen, which
that's all we got. Sorry. Talking of events that have been cancelled though lately, Ironman.
Well, it wasn't cancelled, but
the start of it was, which kind of cancelled us filming it.
Yeah, I think the fear of the weather actually was worse than the actual weather turned out to be, which is a shame, because they did think it was going to be horrendous, like a storm in the morning, but actually it wasn't. It came in the afternoon. But we and ahed, and because the main purpose of us filming the Ironman is to get that drone up.
Yeah. And we'd done a really good intro for the whole of it. And it would have been too much hassle to take all of the swimming part out of the intro because it's all animated, and that is put a lot of effort into the intro. So we'll save that for next year. We'll just change the date. You'll never know. Nobody will know.
No, that's one to try again. We'll keep trying again every year until we get that perfect Ironman video.
And when you get it, it'll be great. Dusk Till Dark, also part of that was cancelled, day 2.
Which is the one that we went to.
It was the one we went to. And about 8 minutes, was it, before it was due to start? Then we heard someone say, "Oh, it's been cancelled."
And we're like,
"Oh."
We'd already found an excellent spot out of the wind, but it was the wind that was the problem.
Yeah, but safety first.
Yeah, so no, they did the right thing.
It had to be done.
Yeah, apparently there was loads, because the main stage of that event, and for anyone who went there or saw the stage, was on the beach, and it was so windy, the sand was just flying around. It would have been horrible for the people doing it, and the spectators as well. So no, absolutely fair play to that. So just a shame that we didn't get to do it on Friday.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is.
Talking to things that didn't get filmed.
It's been a
We
sad
saw the
few weeks.
the rectory, or the Clipper pub as everyone calls it. The event that was held on Sunday the 21st, and they invited people to come down, and groups of people were going to be shown around. So yeah, we got there before it opened, only to find that it was only 30 people on the first group, second group, and third group. And there was quite a few people, and we didn't get in.
There was no tickets left, and I think that happened to a lot from what we'd seen
lot.
on Facebook. Hundreds of people turned up, obviously very curious, like us, to see what it was like inside. We've never been in there before. You know, we had never been there when we'd visited Weymouth in the past. So we were really curious. And as probably a lot of you have heard, they're redeveloping it. Somebody has finally taken the project on, but we're not quite sure just yet what it's going to be turned into. There's sort of rumours about a civic centre, not quite sure what that means, but, you know, watch this space. Again, if we hear anything and we know anything, we will let you know, because that's been something that's bothered me for a while. Every time we walk past there, I just look at it and it's like, such a nice building. What a waste. It's just falling apart.
Yeah,
so
and we haven't
brilliant.
seen any pictures from the inside yet. Of all the people that went in, I don't know if they weren't allowed cameras or anything, but we haven't seen any pictures.
Yeah, we don't know if any of you have seen any pictures, but yeah, we would. When we couldn't get in, we were hoping that somebody would put some pictures out, but nope, no, certainly not.
No, never mind. If anybody has, though, do tag us or something, because we, really want to see inside.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
now then,
on this session, the last but not least is guess what's next weekend?
Stop laughing.
We're getting ready.
We are getting ready.
What's next weekend then, Andy?
I think it's Pirate Weekend.
Pirate Fest.
Are you going? We'd love to know if you're going. Let us know in the chat room. Who do you reckon out of everyone that's in the chat room is going?
Oh, Paul Taylor.
Paul Taylor.
He's definitely wearing full-on dress.
Yeah, full on.
Yeah.
Richard might join him.
Yeah, if he comes along, yeah, definitely. So, yes. So, Pirate Fest.
So, from Friday the 3rd to the 5th of October. So much going on in Weymouth for that one. So we'll be filming it for sure. We got 3 ships coming in. I say Weymouth has 3 ships coming in. The Neo Victoria, the Moon Fleet, local cutter ship, and the Mudlark. Now, is it the Neo Victoria that's going to be having the band?
Yeah, the Dolmen. They're going to be on board. Yeah, we couldn't get tickets, unfortunately. They said that sold out really quickly. So I'm thinking it's going to be quite good, but we're hoping that we might actually get to hear it, at least from the side. We'll just hang around next to the ship and hope for the best.
The Pirate Parade, 11:30. Now, we've hunted high and low to try and find where this actually starts from, but we found it, and it does start from the Golden Lion Hotel at the end of St. Mary Street. Okay.
And what we're going to do, the planning for the film is obviously we're going to get the parade. We're going to get as much stuff as possible. There's various things going on around Weymouth on that day. So we know there's some stuff at the Palm House, I think more aimed towards children. But what we're going to try and do is visit as many venues as we can, all the pubs that are involved in this and sponsoring it, and just try and make the video so you know exactly what's involved in Pirate Day, so you don't feel like you're missing out. It'll be almost like you're there. So it should be really good. And this is actually our first Pirate Fest. I've been to part of it before, but not dressed up in costume. I just happened to be out that day with some of my lady friends having a bottomless brunch. But we won't talk about bottomless brunches. No. And yeah, I kind of got sucked into the Pirate Fest last time. And that was great. And I was like, oh, I so want to do this. Andy was working that day, so he didn't get to see any of it at all. No. So, yeah, we're pretty excited. And strangely, or not strangely, we already had various pirate parts and costumes anyway. Surprise. Yeah. So, yeah, we had to just get a few more bits to try and make them a little bit better. But, yeah, really looking forward to that. And do let us know in the comments if you're planning on being there. And again, if you see us, do come and say hello.
Yes, please do.
And we might even, if you want to, put you in our video.
If you want to.
Only if you want to. We will ask, obviously.
Absolutely. Q&A reminders quickly. Got to say, if you want any shout outs and questions, please do bung them in the chat room and put the word question before it or shout out before it, and we'll give you a shout out. Maybe if it's your birthday or something, or you're celebrating something.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything you like, we'll give you a shout out. But questions and answers at the end, please.
That's kind of nice.
Right. Well,
saying he's actually now. We're actually going to do some shout outs now. We've finished all our news. So
the Q&A is afterwards.
Yeah, Q&A coming soon. Yeah.
It is all written down right there.
Yeah. So this is a new bit. Obviously, the way that we're doing this live is different, obviously, from our last one. Our last live was just a Q&A session. So we're putting together sort of format that we're hoping to then do on other lives coming up, maybe with some adaptation as we go along. So do bear with us, because it might be a little bit choppy, because we're still really new to this, but hopefully you're having fun. So anyway, so we decided to do a shout out section so that we had the opportunity to say people's birthdays and also give shout outs to people who've asked for a shout out. So if you want a shout out in our video and you're in the chat room, please do put shout out and then put who do you want us to shout out to, you or your partner or anybody, really.
Yeah. Then they can watch the video back another time. And
if you've got any questions as well, actually stick them in the chat room now with a question in front of it, and then your question, just so that we can see them. So that'd be perfect. But anyway,
shout outs, do it.
Yep. So the first shout out is to our little grandson Alistair, who had his very first birthday on the 2nd of September, and we hosted his birthday party. It was so cute. We were his little baby friends. So yeah, big shout out to him. And second shout out was to Alistair's dad, David, who is our daughter's partner, and it was his birthday on the 9th of September. So happy belated birthday. Obviously, we've already wished you happy birthday, but happy birthday.
Hoping he was going to be in chat, but he's not there. David.
Yeah, Lil Udi's not online today. And the last shout out from me is to my dad, whose birthday is coming up on the 4th of October. So a massive happy birthday to my dad, John.
Yes, Stephen Coral, your 22nd wedding anniversary you're celebrating this weekend. So that was yesterday, 22 years. Remember that? We were there, weren't we?
And they're in Weymouth this weekend to celebrate.
They certainly are.
What better place could you possibly go to celebrate your wedding anniversary?
Exactly. Big shout out to the Waterside Leisure team. All the girls and the guys in the leisure where the swimming pool is. They helped out with a lot of support this month, getting us followers and subscribers. So big thank you to you. I didn't get to get all your names, but
next time we'll name and shame them next time.
Yeah, Bryce, Jacob, Frank, and all the girls. I don't know all the girls' names, but I know the guys. And any in the live chat. We haven't got any in the live chat, but
we'll give a shout out to all of you in the live chat. You know, it's so good to have people on the side and see what people are chatting about. So
hello to Rebecca, Richard, Paul, Rachel, and Suzanne.
Yep, hello again. And so now we are going to move on to our Q&A session. And if you've got any questions, anything at all in the chat room, over to you. Stick question in first and then ask us the question. We do have 2 questions that have been given to us in advance. Just to kick this off until we get some questions from you in there, if we do, obviously. And as I said, you can ask anything at all, anything you can think of. It could be about us. It could be about what we do outside of living in Weymouth. It could be about
they get the idea. Really. Anything you like.
Anything at all.
Right, first question.
Right, so the first question we were given by Dee Brick, who is somebody Andy used to work with, actually. She follows us on Facebook. She has asked, what are the pros and cons of living here in Weymouth? Brilliant question for anyone who's, thinking of moving here. Like that's a good, really useful.
And these are our pros and cons.
Yeah,
these are ours. The pros and cons.
Yeah, no arguments. These are just our opinions.
Our opinion.
So for us, we've decided to do the pros first. And obviously the obvious one, the beaches. I mean, where we lived in Watford, there wasn't any beaches. You know, if we wanted like somewhere with open water, it'd pretty much be a stream or dirty river somewhere. But anyway, yeah, beaches, definitely a pro. And we can access them all year round, any weather. You know, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for us, again, this is a personal thing, all the themed and dressing up events, we do love. We're a bit quirky. We love to dress up. We love themes. It's just so much fun. And we were just still quite staggered at how into dressing up they are around Weymouth.
Yeah, we do fit in quite well. And if you are going to the elf event, you'll see my elf costume, which is rather special. I was in it last year. We'll talk about it more in the next live, but that is quite something special. We like that.
Yeah, and we'll be out and about for that. And another pro definitely is all the great bars, pubs, restaurants that we've got here. Obviously, being a holiday resort, we've got some of probably, I would have thought, some of the best restaurants and bars and pubs in the country. And a lot of the pubs around here still do lots of live music, and you don't get that everywhere nowadays, but there seems to be a massive culture of live music around Weymouth. And that's another massive pro of being here. And when you live here, you don't miss the events. It's like you get to see all of them. And hence why we do what we do, because we want to bring events to people who can't make every event and just think to themselves, oh, I would really love to have seen Pirate Fest or Elf Day. So we bring it to you. So that's a bonus of living here.
Yep. Walking around the harbour anytime we want. The harbour is fantastic. Love walking around that. We'll never get bored of that.
Oh, Suzanne Mallion says, I come from St Albans, now live in Eastbourne. I actually worked in St Albans. That was, I actually still work for the same company. They're not in St Albans anymore. And our daughter lived near St Albans, I think it was, Bricket Wood, for a little while before we moved down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's no St Albans well.
Yeah.
Nice place.
Because we lived in Watford. So yeah, know it well. Especially that horrible hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gone about that. How friendly the people are here. That was evident almost from day one that we moved down. We walk into the shop and people would just say hello to you, which you'd never get where we came from. So that's good.
Yeah, I think the first few times that people said hello, we kept thinking, do we know them?
Yeah.
They're saying hello, do we know them?
Do we know you?
And then we realised it's just the culture around here. And now we do it. We don't even think about it. We've just joined that culture. We say hello to everybody. So it's lovely. It's really nice. That is nice.
Huge choice of walks as well, which are right on our doorstep. 1 minute you could be by the coast, and the next minute, if we go the opposite direction, you know, you're up in the hills somewhere within just a few minutes. Can't beat it. Fresh air, the views, lovely.
Yeah, we've got we'll come back to the cons and that in a second. We've got a quick question from Richard. Are they still removing the palm trees on the prom? I don't think they are now. I think they only removed one because I think it had burst its tub or burst the thing that it was in. I don't think they're planning on removing any more. We've heard nothing about that.
The roots have got it, and they were just going to relocate. Was it that one?
Yeah, and so they're not removing them.
Possibly going to be doing the same soon, but we haven't heard any more about that. Good question though.
Yeah, and Suzanne has said Holywell Hill.
Hill.
Holywell Hill. Sorry, I'm not actually from Watford, so forgive me for calling that the wrong name. But yes, that is the nasty hill in St Albans.
What we've got just to the side of here is another big monitor with just the chat room on it, but it's still really tiny writing. That's probably why you said Holywell, not Holywell, because it is a double L. Anyway.
Yeah, I haven't got my glasses on as well, so I'm squinting away. So you probably see me sort of going, trying to read it.
But the cons of living here, just a couple of little negatives, just little ones.
And there's not much.
Just how busy the roads can be, and the supermarkets in peak season. So those 6 weeks in peak are just can be horrendous. You can't even get out the end of your road because of the constant flow of traffic, possibly to like the holiday parks and that.
We got one big tip though. If you move here and you want to avoid too much craziness in the supermarkets, is that I've found that going in the evening and not at the weekend. So dodge the weekends, go in the evening on random days like Monday evening or Tuesday evening.
Yeah,
and it's so much quieter. Or get your shopping delivered. Another good option. So there is ways of getting around that. And then the final con.
The final con, definitely the parking charges. Ouch.
In peak season, ow.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're free after 6 o'clock, all the council-run car parks, but
Thank God. It's like, otherwise they wouldn't
I
have
know.
any business in town. But I think in the summer, some of the main car parks, like the Pavilion or Lodmore, I think for about 3 hours parking is over £6. I mean, that's really expensive. So we've obviously clocked up a lot of parking fees this year going out and about. And we are going to get a parking permit for probably from January, a local parking permit. And for anybody else who lives here, it's £95 through Dorset Council. You can get a parking permit, and it then allows you to have 3 hours parking in any of the council car parks, apart from Coaston's Quay, which is weird, for 3 hours every day. So that will save us a lot of money.
Yeah, we're going to have a chat with Paul, because he says, Paul in the chat room has said, I mostly use the free parking spaces when available.
Ooh.
We'll have a conversation. Which ones are they? Are they like on the road or something? Richard Ward, is the Pavilion car park still free after 6 p.m?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. There was rumours towards the beginning of this year that they were going to start charging after 6 p.m, but there was such a major outcry from everybody, and from, I think, from the restaurants and bars, etc., saying that you basically would destroy our business if you did that. I think they backtracked on that, and they should definitely not go down that route. I think it's important to have that free time after 6 p.m.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to encourage people into the town.
Yeah, definitely.
Next question. How do I find out when and where things are happening in Weymouth other than on Facebook? And that was by Rebecca, was
Rebecca,
it?
yeah.
Rebecca Seaton, if you are still in the chat room, if you are still listening. On the following websites. So visit dorset.com and go to the What's On section. That is a good place to start. WeymouthTownCouncil.gov.uk and just go to the events section. And we're in Weymouth.co.uk.
We are.
We are.
Need your glasses on.
That's your writing. You're typing.
Oof.
We are Weymouth.co.uk. Go to the What's On section. So there's 3. Visit Dorset, Weymouth Town Council, and We Are Weymouth.
Yeah. And obviously, I know that the question was anywhere other than Facebook, but we will often put the events on and try and put as much detail as we can, timings and stuff. Because I know sometimes it's hard to find stuff. Like we struggled to find out where the pirate parade started, and we had to do a lot of hunting down for it. And it's kind of like, this is quite hard work. I can understand why people are not quite sure what's going on. So we will try and keep it detailed, but to the point. Like pirate parade's on at this time at this place. So yeah, keep your eyes on our page as well. We'll keep you posted.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is absolutely free, and we, and recommend it to your friends and family members as well if they like Weymouth or they want to join in with the chat room as well.
Yeah,
just join in. We'd love to speak to as many people as we can, get as much info as we can, and just share it with everyone that either lives here or is interested in Weymouth. Yeah,
we've got lots of new videos planned over the next few months. We will discuss some of them in our next live. And talking of our next live, that will be on the last Sunday of October, which just happens to be somebody's birthday.
Not mine. Yours.
We're actually going to do it on my birthday. Yeah, I have nothing else to do. It's only my birthday.
Richard's asked in the chat, do the boat trips still run in October? Is that a specific boat?
Now, Coastal Vibes, I know we like to talk about them quite a lot because they're fantastic.
We've been on board and they're
great. They are definitely running in October, and they're doing various themes as well. So they're doing a pirate themed one for Pirate Weekend. They're doing Oktoberfest, I think it is.
Yeah.
With I think they're going to be all dressed up in the German kind of outfits.
The German, I forgot what they're called
and the beer,
now,
the sausages, all that kind of stuff.
We got to do that.
Yeah, and they're also doing fireworks ones. And talking of fireworks, there will be quite a lot of boat trips going out for the fireworks as well. So I think the rib charter goes out for the fireworks and various other ones. So I would say keep your eyes peeled. What we might do actually is try and find out what boats are still running and come back to you on that one, and maybe do a post on Facebook so you know.
The little boats. Was that the little guy that rows backwards and forwards?
No, Run to Portland. The little boats. What little boats is that?
Oh,
Don't know, Richard, about the little boats that run to Portland. Not quite sure which ones they are. And Paul Taylor's saying no, too cold now. Maybe next year. Oh, the jet ski trip.
Yes, yeah. Well, we didn't have time this year, but definitely we do want to do the jet ski trip. Are you offering to come with us, Paul?
Yeah. Oh, yes, because we mentioned about you sending the drone up above us so that you could actually see us.
Yeah,
and hopefully.
Or maybe you just wanted to join us on the jet ski trip.
Well, yeah, there is that as well. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
That good.
Living in Weymouth group jet ski tour.
Yeah.
Could get very messy, I think. Yeah.
Suzanne is asking in the chat room, have you guys seen the new webcams covering the harbour and beachfront?
I've heard about them. Are they streaming them on YouTube? Because we will have a look later on, but I had heard they'd put some new webcams up.
Yeah,
so
we know
I think
of the pavilion one that covers the beach, the dog area of the beach. And we've seen, I think, a couple from guest houses that look out onto the beach. But we haven't heard of the new webcams. Be interested in those.
Yeah, we'll try and dig into that a little bit and see what we can do. We'd love to sneak a little webcam on somewhere. That would be really good.
Yeah.
I think if we broadcast it for our house, it would be very distant beach.
Yeah,
very distant.
Zoom in and
yeah, that would be a bit dodgy, wouldn't it? and I don't think you want to see a webcam of outside our house. No, it wouldn't be that exciting.
Not really.
So anyway, I think that unless there's any more questions in the chat room, I think we've kind of come up to the end of this live.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to give a massive thank you to all of you that have joined us today. We've really enjoyed ourselves yet again, and hopefully we'll have some new themes and new topics and things for our next live. And as I said, it's a birthday live next time, so I'm a bit scared. I think Andy looked a bit devious earlier, so I don't know whether he's got something up his sleeve, but we'll see. So thank you so much, and hopefully we will see you all again very soon. And Richard, yes, we will see you in a couple of weeks at the motocross, and anyone else who sort of grabs us and says hello. So yeah, we'd love to meet you. It would be brilliant. So anyway, it is a big goodbye from us now.
Yes.
And an ooh-ar.
Ooh-ar. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.